fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. Fight fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Guys, it's Mr. Scotty Pine. I'm here with another video. As you can see from the thumbnail, I'm talking about the KSI versus Logan Paul fight. I did go. I did get some videos which I'm going to spot around the video. Might be at the end, might be at the beginning. See how the editing goes. Yeah, if you follow me on Twitter, I tried to do live tweeting throughout the fight, but my phone battery got quite low, so I just had to really do the last two fights, the main two. If you want to look back over that for some reason, you can see the Twitter link in the bio. So yeah, let's jump straight in. I didn't really know any of the undercard YouTubers. I don't follow them, not subscribers. I'm only really there for the main two, but I'll try and talk about as much as possible. Because the first two fights was one that Halal Ham won, which is a fun one, and the one after that it's gone a bit viral because of the guy who was doing his Fortnite dances during the fight. They seem like YouTubers having a go, not we're YouTubers trying to be boxers, which I thought the rest of the fighters were actually took seriously. It was a good fun bit of enjoyment, but it exactly was what it was. But after that, the boxing actually generally got quite good. So I am a die-hard boxing fan. I go to hundreds of boxing matches, world title fights and all that kind of stuff. So I was kind of there curious as what this compared to as even a normal box match I've been to. I've been to Manchester Arena many times boxing. Seen Anthony Joshua there, I've seen Joseph Parker, I've seen Crawler, Burns, I've seen a lot there. And I was very impressed with the production of the show. The screen's probably better than normal box matches because these are quite small. But actually big screens had a timer on it. I was actually quite impressed with a lot of stuff I was looking at going, you know what? Actual boxing matches could take a few hints off this. Just little things. I was like, that actually is a bit better. In proper box match, you don't actually get to see the timing. You can't see the countdown, so you see someone get hurt. You're like, I don't know how long they've got to survive this round for. But then you go, okay, they've got a minute to go. Are they going to survive? I like that. I'm not going to go through many of the undercard fights because, as I said, I don't really know them. But I was very impressed with some of the fighters on there. I don't know the names, so I can't give them a shout out. But very impressed. For amateur boxing, it was. If they wanted to, they continue down the amateur route, they could get some good skills and get a good name for themselves. But obviously, that's not going to pay as much as the YouTube will. But let's go for the big main two.
21 years old, standing 6 feet 1. He's the team head leader, a TV star, recording star, YouTube star. From the United States of America, RNBO presents... Fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with white trim, 21 years old, standing 5 feet 10, officially weighing in at 79.1 kilograms. Tonight, he comes to the ring, fighting for his fans and family honor, from London, England, the new sensation.
Deji, Comedy Shorts Gamer versus Jake Paul. I am a massive fan of Deji. Got my hat on. The main reason I got the hat on now is because I'm not long out of bed and my hair looks awful. So I thought, stick it on. Yup. you saw my last video, I did a review of my thoughts on the fight coming up. I did think Deji might do alright on the fight. I thought he had the... If he used skills, he could have won the fight. But if he got caught bad. And he would have got knocked out. He did get caught and he didn't get knocked out. Deji had heart and desire. He was not there just to make the numbers up. He did get knocked out in the 5th round. I don't even tell you the results, I'm aware, because I'm sure all of you have seen it, or at least read about it. But he did get...
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Garrett Harris, at the request of the corner of Deji, has to call a halt to the bout. The official time is 1 minute, 55 seconds of round number 5. The winner by TKO victory from the United States of America,
knocked out in the 5th round. He didn't get knocked out. I'm not taking that. He didn't get knocked out. He got stopped on his feet, which is not a knockout. I know Jake Paul's been playing that to the teeth. He got stopped on his feet, which is the ref stopped it. It's a TKO, a technical knockout. Because Deji would have kept on going. He should have been stopped. He was tired by the 2nd or 3rd round, but he still wasn't giving up. I've got mad props for Deji. Mad props for him. He... heart of a lion, he really did. Props to Jake Paul though, because he did. I didn't think he was going to take it seriously, and he done well. So I did respect him for that, but I lost all that respect again during his post-fight interview. Wow, literally, I was like, I didn't like Jake Paul. He impressed me in a fight, and then his post-fight interview. What, he didn't give Deji any props. In boxing, you might absolutely despise each other, but you got to respect your opponent for stepping in that ring, because you stand in that ring for 1 round, 3 minutes, knowing you're going to get punched in the face and you're going to get hurt, and you didn't give him any props for that. And he obviously hurt Jake Paul, because Jake Paul's nose started bleeding after the 1st round, so he obviously got caught, and Deji had power. He didn't give any props. He didn't go, fair enough, he had more power than I thought he did. He was actually mad respect for him, fair play. Didn't give him any of that. He went, you best have learnt your lesson now. It's like, what are you doing, mate? No, seriously, what are you doing? Give your opponent some respect. He steps in that ring and he calls you trouble. Don't deny it, he didn't. What are you doing? Give him some respect. Shake his hand and say, well done. You were better than I thought I were. Because Jake Paul wasn't expecting Deji to have anything in that fight. He genuinely thought he'd knock him out in the 1st round. So did a lot of people. And fair enough for you to think that. Watching Comedy Short's game of Deji's pre-fight videos and all that, he didn't look great. But he proved us all wrong. And don't you deny it, he proves you wrong. And he proved me wrong. I thought he could have done it if he just slipped in and out and got him. But in my heart of hearts, I didn't think he was going to do it. And how much I wanted him to do it more than I thought he could do it. I think that's where my video, when I said I think he could do it, came from. It was more of my heart from my head. He proved me wrong, and I was cheering him on. I was chanting his name as loud as I could. I wanted him to even... I knew he weren't going to win the fight because he lost every single round, in my opinion. But if he finished that fight on his feet, Jake Paul should have hung his head in shame. And because of how the fight ended, he shouldn't have hung his head in shame, because he won emphatically. He won every single round clearly. But he should have not. He believed so much that he was going to knock him out in the 1st round, that he should have shown him respect and walked out shoulder to shoulder with Deji. It went, fair play. We're on equal level. And he didn't do that. He walked out and treated Deji like he was that big because he beat him. That's disrespectful. And then he went on and goes, let me plug my merchandise. What are you doing, mate? This isn't a YouTube video. This was a boxing match. I know it was YouTube boxing, but still, it's a boxing match. What are you doing? I have less respect for him after that interview than I did beforehand, and didn't respect him beforehand. Deji was pretty much in tears, apologised to fans. I know you won't see this, but do not apologise to your fans, because you should hold your head up high for that. You fought with bravery and strength, and you impressed me. Your boxing ability was lacking. You had power, which I was impressed with, and your stamina ran out quickly. But you had heart, and heart, it goes a long, long way. And that's what people respect, especially in proper boxing, in professional boxing. If you look at a boxer, his name's Dave Allen. He's really not the greatest boxer of all time. He's not going to become world champion. He's not going to challenge for a world title. He's not great. But his fan base is massive because he has so much heart. He's going to fight with some of the greatest fighters in the world. Dillian White and Louis Ortiz. And he stood there toe to toe and went, bring it. And when he was losing badly, he stood there toe to toe and went, I ain't done yet, mate. Let's go. And his fan base is massive for that. Because people respect him. And I think the sound's going to go for Deji. And I think it should go for Deji. He may not be the greatest boxer in the world, but his heart will take him a long, long way. Because when things go tough, he's the person with the best heart who's going to take that fight home. Because if it was a full 12-round fight, how much is Jake Paul's stamina going to last him? Because Deji would have been there. If he didn't get stopped, if he didn't get pulled out, he wouldn't have quit. I don't think he would ever have quit. And fair play to him. Gave my respect. Now for the main fight, the one we all wanted to watch was KSI versus Logan Paul. In my video where I did the predictions, I thought KSI was going to win it. Close, but win it. But when I saw them in the ring together, I thought KSI was getting knocked out. Because Logan Paul was massive compared. It was a massive difference. If that was an actual boxing match, not a white collar boxing match, they wouldn't have been matched together. They were so far apart in weight. I know the weight in the same, but with height advantage and the definition in Logan Paul's muscle, which I know isn't anything really. But I looked at it and went, wow, he's a big man. He's a big man. And Logan Paul destroyed KSI in those first 2 rounds. I'm just going to throw it out there. I didn't give KSI. I actually put a tweet up, I think, after the second round saying, I think KSI is going to get knocked out. Now, I am a KSI fan. I bought KSI merchandise when I was there. I like KSI. I'm a subscriber. I'm a big fan. I have been for a while now. But I thought he was going to get knocked out because he was taking some massive shots. He was giving Logan Paul as good as he got, but it was really one-sided. But then the third round, I thought turned it around a bit. Logan Paul started slowing down massively. I think he started getting tired. I think he out-punched. When you throw punches, you're getting tired. And as Logan Paul started slowing down, that's when KSI turned on. He put his foot on the gas and he went, great. Now you're slowing down. This is when I speed up. And he was showing some, I think, impressive boxing. He was slipping, sliding, getting some good punches in there, getting some good power in there. I'm not talking about he's like world class in the slightest. I mean, for someone who's had 2 boxing matches and amateur boxing matches, I was impressed. I was very impressed. It was brilliant. But I still gave that third round to Logan Paul. I thought he still having some very good shots, but you could see he was turning. He went from that to that to that. And then 4th round, it started again. As I said, I thought the first round was quite close. 2nd round, Logan Paul destroyed him. 3rd round got closer. And then KSI, again, it got closer in the 3rd round, but I thought KSI nicked it. And then KSI went to work. And Logan Paul were getting tireder and slowing down. And I thought Logan Paul was getting knocked out in the 6th. He was all over the place. He was getting hit with massive punches. He looked like he was struggling to stand. It was brutal. I think if that fight was 1 round longer, I think KSI would have knocked him out, personally. I did put on the Twitter. I put on Twitter. after the last round that I scored it 3-3. I had it a draw. So when the fight got announced a draw, I just thought, I agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Referee Garrett Moore scores it 58-57. He has it for KSI. Yeah! Even at 57-57. And a third judge has it 57-57. It is a majority draw.
I know a lot of people are saying, oh, it's rigged. I thought this one. I thought it was a draw, and I thought it was a fair draw. I don't think it was rigged for the second fight. I thought even if Logan Paul got knocked out, I thought I want to see the second fight anyway, because they were very evenly matched. And I think now they respect each other's power and skill. I think they're both going to train like dogs for the second fight. But yeah, I agreed with the result, and I am excited for the second fight. I'll throw a quick prediction out there now. Second fight, I reckon Logan Paul wins. As a KSI fan, I think Logan Paul didn't take the fight seriously. I don't think he respected KSI's power and skill going in. And I think he does now. In the post-fight interview, my respect for Logan Paul, it was low. I saw the True Geordie podcast he did with Logan Paul, it went up a bit. And post-fight interview went up again. He was fair. I think he was respectful to KSI. He said what he needed to make the second fight. The second fight was blatantly going to happen as soon as the final bell went. And I thought he realised I need to start selling this straight away, and he did, and I respected that. Like, that's fine, because he did it in a respectful way. And then he said something that went, well done, and I respect him, went higher, and he shook KSI's hand and said, you genuinely saved my career. I was in a dark place, and you got me out of the spotlight at the right time for a good amount of time, and I'm backing it with a different message. I'm not apologising for misdeeds I did. I don't want to talk about it, but of course you all know. I gain respect for that, because he genuinely shook his hand, he genuinely looked like he meant it, and he went up in my books. So I like Logan Paul a bit better than I did before. I like Jake Paul a lot less than I did before, and I didn't like him at all before, so I did not like that man. KSI was KSI, he was funny, he was good, he was humble when he needed to be, and when he told his brother that he did him proud, I was like, that got me a bit. I was like, fair play, and that made, I think, don't think Comedy Shorts game was expecting that, because he had a bit of a tear in his eye. That was really cool. But all in all, I had a really, really good night. The production was great. The event was great. They had Bugsy Malone performed a couple of songs. They had an acrobatic keepy-uppy football guy. I don't follow football. That's why I don't know much terminology, but I'm sure that's got a good terminology for something. But I was really impressed with him. He was really good. Bugsy Malone was fantastic. Not someone I listen to that often, but I did enjoy him, so I would listen to him. I did buy myself, obviously I bought myself Nightmare KSI shirt, this hat I already had, but outside I'd get myself let me get this all right, KSI Logan Paul scarf. I do have a collection of these already. I've already got an Anthony Joshua one for his Joseph Parker fight, and I've also got like a Ricky Burns Anthony Crowler one, but now this is going with my collection. I'm a bit good at doing programs, so I do collect boxing programs. But that's fine with me. And said I had a good night. I'm going to throw some little videos and pictures. Well, I don't got pictures, but, about the place. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop me a like. I'm going to do, if you're into the boxing, I'll be doing Amir Khan versus Samuel Vargas was next week. I'm going to that fight, so I'll be doing live tweeting and taking some videos and pictures about that as well. I do also Funko Pop videos and Comic-Con videos. If you're into that kind of stuff, drop me subscribe. I do various different videos. If you want to see something, drop it in a comment. Thank you, and that is all she wrote. Drop me a like, comment, subscribe. Love you all. You're the best. You're amazing. Thank you.